Well, hello everybody. Hello. And welcome to the best goddamn show on the internet and the best channel on YouTube. I'm Team Skeptic, and how the fuck are you doing tonight, chat? I'll be paying attention to everything y'all have to say all night long. This is going to be a good stream. I don't know how long we are going to be going for, but we're going to get everything we need to get in, and we're going to have a great stream tonight. It's going to be fucking fun. Now, let me go over the super chats, because we did have a couple of super chats come in before the show. PhD Tony for 10 Aussie dollars. So he says, so team's been watching flurf porn and now claims it's for our benefit. It was, trust me. Look, man, you do you. What you and your mankini get up to is your own business. Leave us out of your mass turbulation fantasies. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that tonight for sure, PhD Tony. Baker Street Gaming says, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic, man. I've had a great Christmas. Recently had my birthday. Didn't really tell everybody about it. I wanted to do a birthday stream. I'm still kind of iffy about it because you guys have just been fucking amazing for me over the past year. And I had a really great birthday stream on my gaming channel. And then fuck YouTube for $5 says, also question, did you watch her OnlyFans page to see her curvature? I refuse to answer that question. I can neither confirm nor deny my reasoning for watching the OnlyFans account. But I'll tell you this much. And no, you know what? I'm not going to tell you anything until we get to that on the stream tonight, because we will eventually get to that. Now let me make sure that my audio levels are fine. Excuse me. Yeah, they look perfect. Okay, good deal. Let me turn this up just a bit. Guys got to hear everything I have to say tonight. MA2 Fletcher Eisler, my man. I have not seen you in forever. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And just seeing you in the chat today makes my whole heart get that much bigger. And now I'm going to have to do a good show because you're here, you know? But seriously, as one of my favorite people in the community is MA2 Fletcher Eisler. And he hasn't been around that much lately, and I've been kind of lonely without him. So I'm glad to see that you're here. That's great. Now, everybody in the chat, put a 1 if you had a good Christmas and you're looking forward to a better 2021. I want to see 1s in the chat right now. Go. All right, we also have huge R's for 5 Aussie dollars. Happy birthday, crush of Jessica G. Oh, yeah, she's in love with me. Don't deny it, Jessica. Don't deny it. I know you're in the chat. Do not deny your crush on Matt, on the guy they call Team Skeptic. Oh man, I'm going to have a good night tonight. And then we have basic trigonometry for £2. Says Merry unbirthday, my 2D friend. I am two-dimensional. These are facts. Oh, look at that, Clive Wells. I see you in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Kimosabe, how you doing? Jeff Roberts says 1. I think that's 1. Oh, my dude, Ted Dizzle's in the chat. My gaming partner, or one of my mini gaming partners. Great friend of mine. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, man. I love you, bro. Tell the family I love them. All right, but before we get... Yeah, she does, Mike M. She wants to have my baby. She's told me many times that she looks forward to having alien babies, and that would be with me. But before we get into the main meat of tonight's show, let me pull this over here. I have a few things to announce to you guys, okay? Regarding this channel, and we're also going to talk about some shit that happened with YouTube, and how they surprised me, actually. Let me see that. I just saw the super chat come in. Gary IOW for £10 says, happy belated birthday, team. Have a bottle on me. I almost had a bottle. I had a quarter of a fifth of whiskey. And, you guys can find it on my gaming channel, which we're going to get to that. We're going to get to the gaming channel. You can find that stream on the gaming channel. and we'll talk about everything in one moment about what's going on with the gaming channel, what's going on with live streams on this channel, and just some YouTube news, okay? So give me one moment. Illuminous Poo for $2. Are we worried next year is called 2021? Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I am worried about that because 2020 did win. You know, they won 2020. If 2020 was the evil boss of the underworld, 2020 won. Because not just did we have a shit year, we lost tons of people across the world. Way more than we should have lost. Especially here in America. And then we've also lost one of the good ones. And when I say one of the good ones, I mean one of the great ones. And that would be our good friend Bullionator. Bullionator was somebody who really, like what you see here tonight with my stream, this whole setup, Bullionator was responsible for that. Now, he didn't create all this. What he did is he taught me how to do it for myself. Bullionator was one of those people that he was very, very well respected in our community. And the reason why he was well respected is because he called it how he saw it. Number one, he didn't pussyfoot around around people's feelings. But at the same time, he always took people into consideration, other people. This goes all the way back to when I first met him on the Non Sequitur show. Then I see everybody has Bullionator as the executive producer, the person that's producing their live streams. And that's because so many people in this community relied on Bullionator. And for that matter right there, you know, 2020 beat us. That not just with all the lives that we lost in America and across the world, but because we lost that one that meant so much to all of us here in this community. And by all means, I respected that dude very much so. I loved him like a brother. Me and him had our little conversations on the side. He didn't really come on my stream a lot. Not for any nefarious reasons or anything. We just didn't come on the stream a lot. It just wasn't, it just didn't happen. You know, just one of those things that just didn't happen. And I regret it now because he was such a good person. He had the biggest heart in the world. And I'm telling you, when I say this, I mean it. He would drop everything he was doing to ensure that your stream went well. That's what he would do. And there's nothing more like we all say we're going to miss him. We're going to really, really miss him. And we all are. But I'll tell you what's really going to happen when everybody's really going to miss him is when they're struggling to do their stream. And they're like, damn, man, who we're going to hit up now? Because Bullionator was the go-to guy. And so a lot of people made a lot of money off of Bullionator's hard work. And, you know, those people are going to miss Bullionator like that. I'm missing him already. This is going to be a night of celebration. We're going to, you know, we're not going to get too deep and down on the dark side of things going on. But just, you know, just keep him in your hearts. Keep his family in your hearts. And let's hope that 2021 doesn't take another Bullionator away from us because this community probably won't survive if they take another one away from us. And that's just being real. All right, so let me get up to these super chats. I'm going to go through them pretty quick because I have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, and we can't make this another one of those super chat only nights. MA2 Fletcher Eisler for $2. Happy holidays, Team Skeptic. Missed you, bro, but I am back. Not just are you back, but you're back to being a channel member. So everybody in the chat, if you'll do me a favor right now and put your favorite emojis, if you're a channel member, you can do this. Put your favorite emojis on screen, and let's welcome MA2 Fletcher Eisler back with a bang. Crafty Keela for €5, sending love and support to everyone. I will be lurking in work early tomorrow. Have a great stream and have a great stream. Well, thank you, and I will. But honestly, Crafty, I love you. I love you, Mama, and I'm so happy for you. Adam Woolley, for £1, and he doesn't have a message to go with that. But I want to tell you, Adam, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Even £1, and I'm telling you, my good friend Brainy Beaver brought this up to me. $1 is probably more than the total amount of ad revenue I'll ever receive off of the views you do on my channel. So even a donation of $1 just goes it goes so far, you know. And I'm sorry, I'm struggling with words right now. because I'm trying to do all this off the top of my head. But at the same time, it really does. It goes beyond what anybody would do. Like, you're probably not going to watch 1,000 Team Skeptic videos in your lifetime. So even a $1 super chat is amazing, and thank you. I truly appreciate that. Huge R's for 2 Aussie dollars. Remember, 2022 is 2022. Yeah, let's not jinx ourselves, huge R's. Joe Breezy Jr., Orphan Reds, quote unquote globes. Yeah, again, the Orphan Red stuff, we'll talk about it. I'm gonna save all the Orphan Red jokes for when we get to that, but definitely we have some coming. Crafty Keela for €2 says, can't type anymore. Good night, folks. Crafty, good night. Have sweet dreams. Try not to dream about my babies too much. I'm sure that most of you do dream about my babies, so try not to. Benny Maru, actually go ahead and do that. Benny Maru for $2 says, happy birthday to you. Mine is tomorrow. Love you. No, we love you. I love you, Benny. I love you, Benny Maru, and happy early birthday. I'm happy that you're gonna be having a birthday soon. It sucks because I know about birthdays around this time of the year. I know how shitty they can be. We're talking about double presents. Hey, here's happy birthday, Merry Christmas, or happy birthmas. That's what they'll say, and they'll all laugh about it. Happy birthmas. No, give me 2 presents. Give me a birthday present and a Christmas present. Now, of course, this was all when I was younger. Now I don't give a shit. Now I'm glad both of them happened at the same time so I can just get all that shit out of the way. Bella George for $5 New Zealand dollars says, what up, buckers? What up, Bella? Bella, you're holding a special place in my heart, man. Like, I wouldn't have been able to, well, I don't want to give away our secret, or your secrets, right? But Bella was an intricate part of me watching the OnlyFans because he was responsible for getting it for me. So everybody give Bella a big pat on the ass and tell him good fucking job. Ricky Hewitt for £2 says, loving the t-shirt, dude. Dragon Ball Z rocks. Dragon Ball Z is the shit. In fact, the entire Dragon Ball franchise is the shit. And thanks to my son out there who actually put me on to all that, and I was able to get like learn some shit about, Dragon Ball is a way that he and I can bond together and relate together. Father to son, there's nothing more important than that, and I appreciate it because it did give me that ability with him. Kuyasa for 5,000 Korean yen. 2020 is almost done. Good riddance. What can possibly go wrong in just a couple more days? Depends on, I said 2021. 2020 is almost done. 2021 is right around the corner. We have a vaccine. There's questions about how quickly the vaccine will go out to all the people, but hopefully this vaccine ends up working for the whole world and we can get to a point where we can just basically not have to worry about mass restrictions and social distancing and all that. Me personally, I may just go ahead and make wearing a mask the like a staple of my life. I think I don't have a problem with it. I don't necessarily like it, but I understand the benefits. So when I go out in public, not just is it helping me with the air quality because it's filtering out some of the particulates in the air, but it's also, if I happen to be sick and I don't know it, it keeps me from spreading it to other people. So it just might be 2021 and beyond. I just may start wearing a mask when I'm out in public and when I go to public places, just for the sake of everybody. Even if masks aren't required, I think it might be just the responsible thing for me to do. Not just for myself, but for all of you out there. Glenn Riley for £2 says, have some cash. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Glenn. Yahweh out there for 2 Aussie dollars. I'm an idiot. We all are. I always say this. I'm the biggest fucking idiot on the internet. And I think that's what why people love me so much. Because I can call myself an idiot and not have to fucking worry about it. Monkey Cat Pat Pat for $2. Happy belated birthday and happy holidays, my man. Well, thank you, Monkey Cat Pat Pat. I appreciate it. The holidays were great. I got to spend some time with my family. I had a great birthday. Me and my dad, I went out of my way not to argue with my dad about COVID denialism and everything. And I think he went out of his way not to bring it up around me. So good on him, good on me. Jessica G for $2. Bella is now responsible for team's first boner. My first and third one, Jessica. Let's get that right. But it's okay. I'm just preparing to have your alien babies. Schrodinger's cat for $1.99. Hi, team et al. Hope y'all are well. I'm doing great, and I'm very, very happy that your channel is absolutely blowing the fuck up. Good shit, Schrodinger's cat. Great shit, my friend. Go check out Schrodinger's cat. You guys love those First Amendment Auditor videos. He does it all the time. So go check him out. Let's see. So that's where we're gonna stop super chats for right now, so I can get to some channel announcements, and then we'll get to tonight's show. For tonight's show, we don't just have Orphan Red's, Orphan Blue, I guess, if you want to be technical about it. We don't just have that discussion about her channel and her OnlyFans, but we also have a special video from Conspiracy Cats. And that's what we'll do first before we get to the Orphan Red stuff. But let me do the channel announcements first so that we can get all that out of the way. In 2021, I'm going to be starting a second channel. The channel's just going to be called Skeptic. It's going to be more of a commentary channel. You're going to get more videos like this where I'm just talking to you guys. Some of the videos may come from live streams on this channel so that I can I can talk about some of the things that I'm really passionate about, but aren't really idiot video material. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there I'd love to talk about and give my commentary on that really need to be talked about. Not so much political stuff. I know that nobody here really likes political stuff, but a little bit of YouTube drama, a little bit of gaming stuff, a little bit of entertainment stuff, just things that need to be talked about that don't deserve an idiot video. However, I'm not going to stop doing the content on this channel. You'll still get 1 to 2 videos a week on this channel. All my idiot debunk videos will be here. If you're a member of this channel, you can consider yourself a member of that channel. I'm not going to have memberships on that channel. That channel will simply be there so that so I don't have to plague this channel with that comment, that type of video. But at the same time, I won't be doing live streams on that channel. All my live streams will still be done on this channel. All my idiot videos will still be done on this channel. The other channel is just simply a commentary channel, and I'll be taking advice or suggestions from all of you on topics to cover. Speaking of topics to cover, we're going to have a Discord that's going to be set up for that. Now, this is going to be a new Discord. As of 2021, sometime in January 2021, my old Discord will be shut down and the new Discord will be up. There's a lot of toxicity that goes on in the other one that it kind of got out of hand, and there was no way for me to really monitor it. I kind of abandoned that Discord maybe 6 months ago. I didn't really get on it anymore, and I'm still active on Discord. This new Discord will be a little bit more structured, we'll say. And shout out to they and them for setting it up for me as well. What I'm going to be needing are Discord mods. All right, these are people. We'll talk about all that when we get to the point, but what we're going to do is we're going to have about 5 mods per 100 people that are on the Discord. So there'll be a lot of people that were not mods on that were mods on the other Discord that are not going to be mods on this Discord, as well as I'm going to hold a lot of higher standards to the mods. It also means I'm not paying you for that, so if you were a mod on the other channel and you just simply don't want to put in the extra work or effort to help make sure that Discord is fun and safe for everybody, then just don't ask to be a mod. You know, if you want to be a mod, then I'm going to hold you to a little bit higher standards. I'm going to expect you to do things that you might not really want to do. So we'll talk about all that when we get to that point, but there will be a new Discord coming up, and the channel members and Patreons will be the first people integrated into that Discord. So if you're, like I said, if you're a channel member here, you can consider yourself a channel member on my gaming channel. You can consider yourself a channel member on my new channel, and all that channel member benefit will be located in one place on Discord. So definitely, if you're considering being a channel member, go ahead and do it. I mean, you don't have to, obviously. This is a free channel. I don't ask anybody to pay to watch or pay to chat. Unirock. Oh, I'm turn on members only chat. Now, fuck that, man. I love my chat. You guys are amazing, and I feed off of your energy. So when you're in there making all these chats, you might not think I see all of them. I go back and watch the streams later, and I really do pay attention to the chat because I'm not trying to look at this ugly face, you know, all the time. I really want to be seeing what you guys have to say. Mission Apparition Para says, I'd happily mod. Well, yeah, we'll get to that point. We're going to, I'll probably set up something inside the modern Discord that I have to start pulling from the Discord mods and putting them into the new Discord. But we're going to start with the channel members and patrons first. Now, I will possibly have a New Year's stream. If I have a New Year's stream, it's going to be late at night. We'll probably start 10:30, 10:45 my time, Central Time, which is 11:45 New York time, and we'll probably go to about 2 in the morning, 2:15 in the morning or so. So we cover New York, Texas, Mountain, and then California time, since that's where, you know, most of you guys are Americans that watch my stuff. I know that there's a lot of UK guys, and I love you guys. Especially there's a lot of Aussies and Kiwis out there. So I'm not going to do a New Year's stream for everybody because that would just kill me. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that are going to be doing New Year's streams for their prospective New Year's, and I highly recommend you guys go check it out. Check it out. New member, who is it? Oh, this person told me they love me mispronouncing their name, so let me just mispronounce it properly today. Nataya Shairu became a new member. Yes, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Let's see. Oh, I made an announcement. It's like, oh, okay, this is important right here. I've had some feedback from you guys in the chat and in the comments, and a lot of people aren't really appreciative of these live streams. You know, a lot of people are just here for the content, which is totally cool. I don't care. That's fine. I appreciate your input, and I think I have a way of taking care of everything, right? So when it comes to these 2021, I'll be live streaming here, but every single live stream will be pulled down after it's done and unlisted. It'll then be moved to my gaming channel. So if you're a big fan of these live streams, and I'm going to leave this one up. I'm going to leave all of 2020's live streams up. But if you're a big fan of these live streams, or if you just can't catch them when they're live and you like to watch them later, you can still find them on the gaming channel. But at the same time, the reason I'm doing this is because, you know, one thing I know is that when I do 2 live streams between a video, YouTube is constantly going to remind you, hey, there's another live stream you missed. There's another live stream from Team Skeptic you missed. And I don't want your notification feed, if you're not interested in the live streams, to be constantly filled up with, you know, hey, go watch Team Skeptic's 3-hour live stream. I want them promoting my last Nathan Thompson video, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. But I just so you know, there will always be the ability to find the live stream later on my Team Skeptic gaming channel. So if you're a mod out there, if you'll do me a favor and share the Team Skeptic gaming channel so that anybody that's interested in it will check it out. Now, I don't know why my camera flashed on and off there, but it did. All right, so let's see. That's it for the channel announcements. That's it for the channel announcements. Now we need to get to one little thing. My Nathan Thompson video, okay? My Nathan Thompson video part 2. It was removed, temporarily removed, because YouTube did an oopsie, and then they fucking surprised me by fixing the oopsie they did. So what happened was, and I don't know if YouTube's automated algorithm determined this, or if somebody manually reported it. Probably someone manually reported it, but I'm not worried about that. you'll always have dickheads in YouTube. You're always going to have two things: haters and dickheads. Haters are going to hate you no matter what. One thing that someone pointed out the other day is that that motherfucking Teresa had her own group of haters. How the fuck do you hate on Mother Goddamn Teresa? Whether you're religious or not, how do you hate on Mother Teresa? I think Mother Teresa of Calcutta, I believe, is what her full name was. I'm always going to have haters, and I'm always going to have dickheads that are going to try to ruin the party for everybody else. So, I don't know for a fact that somebody reported my video, but something happened. And I would say about 13 hours, no, maybe more like 15 hours after my video went up, I got this email. Hey, Team Skeptic, we wanted to let you know our team reviewed your content, and we think it violates our sex and nudity policy. What the fuck? Anti-masker, flat earther goes full-blown Karen, part 2, Nathan Thompson versus mask mandates. What the fuck? Like, how do you come to that conclusion? Put a 1 in the chat if you saw that video and you agree with me that there was 0 nudity and 0 sexual content. One in the chat if you were actually able to catch that video before they took it down. Now, here's the problem. I had 0 sex, 0 nudity in my video. Nothing. And I went back and read their policy on sex and nudity, and it says that you can't have breasts, genitals, or buttocks, even if they're covered, okay? Even if they're clothed. And there was a part in my video where I stood up and I was like, I see you looking at my chat, or I see you looking at my butt, chat. I see you looking at my butt. I was simulating dancing on top of Nathan Thompson's channel, and I would simulate dancing on it, like, me, I'm an ass. I act an ass when I'm on camera, and that was one of the things. It was fun. It was a fun time. It was on my Christmas stream, in fact. And so I put that little clip in there at the very, very, very end of the video, and they took it down for sex and nudity policy. And I could only imagine that that's what they meant. Well, if that's what they fucking meant, then how the fuck does Orphan Red survive on this? And we'll get to Orphan Red in a second. How the fuck does Orphan Red survive on this platform? How is her entire channel not taken down? Because she flaunts her tits everywhere. Even though they're covered, she flaunts them everywhere. How about this? Why does the CEO of YouTube constantly appear on videos when she's on video? Why does she constantly appear flashing her tits everywhere? I mean, she has a shirt on, but by their policy, she's exposing her fully covered and clothed breasts. It's a ridiculous policy, right? It is super ridiculous, and it's not meant for that reason. Of course, I don't want to see Orphan Red's channel gone. I don't want to see them censoring their own CEO for wearing a shirt and being on camera. Just like I don't want them to censor me for having fun and dancing on my chair and satirically saying, hey, I see you looking at my butt. None of y'all were looking at my butt. I know y'all were looking at the beautiful lights in the background. Who the fuck looks at Team Skeptic's butt other than Jessica G? Nobody, right? So they did fix it, though. They did fix it. I appealed the decision, and I tweeted at Team YouTube, and they responded. So first off, I want to say I'm very thankful that Team YouTube took the time out to respond. I'm not the only person that's dealing with this shit right now and other shit, and they responded pretty quick to say, just appeal it, and if it doesn't get approved, write us back and let us know, and we'll see what we can do. That was all you can ask for from that channel, from that Twitter, I mean. I appealed it, and I mentioned in there, I was like, look, I'm like 0 for 2 on appeals, and my appeals, I know when I violate terms of service. I mean, I've read the terms of service. Every time they come out with a new one, I make it a very fucking specific thing to me to read that shit so I can understand, excuse me. I can understand the policies better so I don't violate anything or ruin my channel over stupidity. Well, YouTube wrote me another email that said, hey, we got your appeal. After reviewing your content, the video's back up. We made a mistake. The video's back up. So good on fucking YouTube. Okay, sorry. I got a special guest coming tonight. So let me make sure that he hasn't joined yet. Okay, or she hasn't joined yet. I'm sorry. So they fixed it. That was awesome that they fixed it. And I'm very, very happy that now I'm 1 for 2 on appeals, or maybe 1 for 3, I don't know. 1 for 2 on appeals that I know of. I actually appealed them removing like 6 videos from my channel, and their response to me was, a hacker uploaded those videos. And I was like, a hacker? What are you talking about? I uploaded the videos. I'm the channel owner, not the hacker. Because remember, my account was hacked back in March. And they just took all these videos down and said, nope, that was the hacker that put that up there. And I was like, no, YouTube, that was me that put that up there. I'm the channel owner. I'm not the hacker. Those are my videos. I would really appreciate if you put those videos back. They never did. So whatever. I don't count that as an appeal loss. They were doing what they felt was best for my channel because of, me being hacked and whatnot. And, I can't fault them for that. I'm not going to fault them for that. But the other appeals that I've lost out on were completely ridiculous. Like, completely ridiculous. And I was just like, what the hell? All right, so but the next thing we're going to talk about is the thing that oh, wait, no. We're going to get to one more thing before we get to the Orphan Red video. And this has to do with conspiracy cats, my favorite human feline hybrid on the internet. He was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if he's here now, but I want to tell you, bro, I love you, man. I wish nothing but the best for you in 2021, and you have a forever brother, friend, confidant, whatever you need, you have it in me. And he so graciously said, he reached out to me and was like, hey, Skeptic, wanna premiere something on your channel before it comes out of mine? And I was like, fuck yeah. So this isn't the whole video. Number one, this isn't the whole video. This is only a portion of the video. But at the same time, he'll be premiering this on New Year's Eve. It's his New Year's video that's coming out. And I'm going to say this right now. I will only show this video early if you promise me that you'll show up to the premiere. And when you do, we gotta let him know. Gotta say, Team Skeptic sent me. Like, just gotta do it. And this is coming from Conspiracy Cat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick this over for a 2-minute little song that Conspiracy Cats wrote with our good friend, Nathan Oakley. Here we go. Oh, it's supposed to play. Whoopsie! Even Team Skeptic has his own whoopsies. Ding me in the chat, everybody. Ding me in the chat for my whoopsie that I just had. I was just speaking and I was muted. And I was just saying that conspiracy, I'll take that whole 3-minute muted monologue and I'll put it down to one sentence. Conspiracy Cats is the greatest fucking content creator there is. In my opinion. On my subscription feed, I look forward to seeing a Conspiracy Cats video. And Cats, you have a brother, a friend and a confidant in me forever, my friend. So be sure, guys, be sure to catch the whole video, because that was just a very, very, very minor segment of what is to come from Conspiracy Cats on New Year's Eve. And he'll be premiering that on New Year's Eve. So you watched it here. You promised me. I better see you over there on New Year's Eve with the Team Skeptic sent me. That's what, and then every time you say Team Skeptic sent me, I'm be like, see Cats, another one. I'll respond to everyone 2 cats and be like, Cats, I just brought another one in. But all right, so we are getting ready to get to the main feature of tonight's show. But before we do that, I'm going to run through these super chats that have just come in. Why kick a, and then we'll get started. Why kick a moo cow number 55 for 5 Aussie dollars? Yep, hiding your face in public is probably best for everyone. I try. Baker Street Gaming for 20 pounds. Thank you so much. Could we get a top 10 of the highest idiot counter? And hello, everyone. You know, if we do that's what I'll do. If we do a New Year's stream, I'll make this my little birthday get together with my fans, and then we'll do on New Year's. I think I'm gonna turn super chats off for that one, and we'll watch a few of my older videos, the top 10 highest idiot count videos, which I think Shane Dawson and Daniel Pratt are still the top 2. Mabbity Babbity for $5. Happy birthday. Keep on being awesome, awesome idiot self. Solidarity. I am the idiot. When I don't care. You know, people can't say, oh, you're not allowed to call me an idiot. Yes, I am. I'm an idiot too. Damn, tell me I'm not. Alan Spore for $2. Hey team, love from Irving, Texas. You are in my backyard, my friend. Irving, Texas. I'm in far north Dallas. So maybe when all this COVID stuff is over, we can go grab a drink together. Bella Charge for 5 New Zealand dollars. Here, take that money you requested. Don't send them photos to anyone. Yeah, blackmail's a bitch, Bella. Carrie Oliver for $33.33. Illuminati confirmed. Can't wait to see what the new year brings. Any word on a podcast? You know it would be epic. Yes, podcast coming soon. John Rapp, I see you in there. We need a bunch of middle fingers for John Rapp, because John Rapp, we love you over here. Akumu Virus, also from Dallas. Had the pleasure of meeting that guy. Yeah, he went to the Flat Earth Conference with me. Any word on a podcast? You know it would be epic. Yes, there is a podcast coming. We'll talk about that when the time's right. Let me get through these real quick. Godless Scummer for £5. Channels owned by Team. 2. Channels owned by Natalie. 0. Nuff said. Yes. Nuff said. Great fucking point, Godless Scummer. And in fact, that number's about to go up by 1 for Team Skeptic, and it won't go up by 1 for Nathan. Natalie. I'm sorry. Marty Mad Scientist. Good point, Godless Scummer. I love it. Marty Mad Scientist for 5 Canadian dollars. Just put nude yoga in the title. Yes. Nude yoga. Okay. I'll come back to the nude yoga because that's a good point. You can see more on nude yoga on YouTube than you can on Orphan Blue Bedtime Stories channel. It says, they seems to allow that a lot, or so I'm told. Yeah, you're out there watching it, Marty, I know. But I went and checked it out too, just to make sure that people weren't bullshitting me. Irish Demon for $2.99 Aussie. Happy New Year, brother. Let's cover Vegan Lady. We'll do that. Crafty Keela for €2 says, Cats and Team on the same channel always makes me happy. Me too. And love you. Jessica G for $2. Earth to Moron, you're on mute. Moron to my love, I know, I fixed it. Yuan Roderick for $1.99. Long time. Great to fucking see you, my friend. Long time no see, stopping by to say hi. Stop by to say hi, stick around for the nonsense that's about to come up. And Andres Elda for 20 secs. Don't shut up, but take my money. Okay, that's where we're stopping for right now. Let's get on to the actual discussion. Orphan Red, Orphan Blue, Orphan Blue's Bedtime Stories has an OnlyFans account. I was made aware of that recently. I'm not going to tell you when or where or how or who or anything like that. I'm just going to say I was made aware of it recently. And the first thing I thought was, Yeah, well, first thing I remembered was her calling me a little man, a little unhappy little man. That's what she said. Because I try to, I've done a few videos on her, and I don't necessarily I don't point to her and go, you're just sexualizing your content. No, she's an idiot. She's a moron for the things she says, not for how she looks. I don't personally care if a woman decides to flaunt her body on YouTube. That's up to her, really is, and I'm okay with that. As long as it's within terms of service, I don't give a fuck. But she would always basically try to make it seem like her content wasn't being sexualized. And I'm like, you're in a fucking corset. You're wearing lingerie on your YouTube videos, and you're trying to tell me that it's not fucking sexualizing yourself? Like, you have a fucking false sense of reality there. And she did. But someone else told me, well, she did have this channel called Orphan Blue. And Orphan Blue was all about the sexualization part. Where all the time she says, I don't sexualize my content. I don't make this content for, whatever purposes. And then contradicts it by having an Orphan Blue account where she does actually sexualize it and she promotes the sexualization. Which is fine. Like I said, again, I don't care. The more skin, the better as far as I'm concerned. But then there was this one time we were in a live chat and I said, hey, Orphan Red, I'd love to have you on for an interview. Because I don't mind bringing these flat earthers on to talk. And she just was like, no, you're just a sad little lonely man. And I was like, sad little lonely man? What are you fucking talking about? I'm not sad, nor am I lonely. And okay, I'm skinny, but I'm not little, And so me and her got asked, I was just LOLing it. I was like, ha, LOL, that's funny. Because I did think it was funny. I thought she was being really hilarious when she said that. So then I get notified the other day that she has an OnlyFans account. And the first thing I thought was, there's no way she's getting nude. There's no way she's doing that. And so, my insider got me the OnlyFans account. Not going to expose you. Bella Charge, I'm not going to expose you. Because now he's going to be blocked, watch. I'm just hoping she doesn't get through the super chats or doesn't hear this part. So anyway, and then I'm going to expose you, and then she's going to expose herself to you, Bella. No, but he's a good dude, and he said, hey, I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna get this account for you, and go in there and watch the videos if you want. So I went and watched the videos. I watched it so that you don't have to, because number one, she's doing it as a money grab. This is a money grab, people. This is nothing. She says, oh, I'm doing it because the sexualization part that YouTube doesn't like. I'm putting it over there. There's no sexualization. There's some provocative pictures that came from pretty much her Orphan Blue channel, which was totally fine. I don't care. But what she's doing is she's doing it as a fundraiser, and I'm all for that. I'm an American capitalist. Shoot me, hate me, kill me. I don't care. I just love capitalism. And so if she wants to make money doing this, and there are people that are willing to pay for it, by all means, pay for it. Have a good time, enjoy the content. But if you're showing up for nudes, you're not going to get them. You're just not. It's a bedtime stories channel. She just dresses up in her typical lingerie that she always has done and reads out bedtime stories. Now, there's probably an audience for that, but I'm not interested in that. If I'm going to be paying $11 a month, which is what it costs, I want to see everything, because I can go watch porn for free online. Everybody knows that. You can go catch full everything. You can learn about human anatomy on Pornhub. But if you go to Orphan Red's OnlyFans, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get any anatomy being shown, which again is okay. She doesn't advertise it as a nudity site. She doesn't advertise it as, you're going to get explicit photos. Nothing like that at all. What she's doing is she's taking something and making it seem, she's overhyping it, right? She's overhyping the sexualization of it so that you pay the $11 a month to watch her shit. All that shit that I saw could easily go on YouTube. No problem whatsoever. Maybe not the pictures because she was, YouTube doesn't really, you don't have a real easy way of sharing pictures, but the pictures wouldn't have like sparked any problem either. She might have been hit with the sex and nudity policy violation, but not because she was actually being like overly sexual, but just because there was a sexual undertone to her videos and the pictures that were on there. I'll give her that. But at the same time, she never says you're going to come here for nudes. So don't, if you want to go do it, if you want to go see it, here's what I say. If you have the $11 and that interests you, by all means, go ahead. But no one's stopping you. But at the same time, you don't have to. You go. There's plenty of free websites on the internet that will give you what you're actually looking for, and it's not going to cost you a dime. So Orphan Red, if you're out there, Orphan Blue, if you're out there, good on you. Good on you for doing that. But I don't see you being successful. Not on OnlyFans. There's lots of people on OnlyFans that are showing everything. And you're not. So the thing is that it's, it's not a waste of money if you want to spend the money. But it is a waste of money if you're looking for nudes of Orphan Red. Or how we like to call her around here, Professor Funbags. Yeah, Professor Funbags and her non-sexualization. Now, later on, I've invited Orphan Red to come on this stream. Hint, hint, come on this stream. I've invited her to come on this stream and have a conversation with me. And I got this weird response that said, maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it if I have the time. So we're going to give her some time to get here. We're going to talk a little bit more about, about this channel that she has, about how I feel about it. And then we'll get to, seeing if she actually joins, maybe in like 10 minutes or so, if you're out there listening, Orphan Red. And then we have Stephen Meyer for $5 says, you said far north Dallas. Are you anywhere near Savoy? A buddy of mine has a ranch there. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm in that far. When I say far north Dallas, it's actually a city inside of the Dallas Metroplex. Well, it's considered a neighborhood, I guess. It's separated from the actual main city of Dallas, but it's still considered Dallas. Commander Dark Life for 20 Aussie dollars, my good friend says, sup little bro, sup big bro. How you doing, man? Thank you for everything. You rocked my world in 2020, and you were actually a big influence on me. So thank you very much for that. Much bigger of an influence than fucking Bella Charge was. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so Orphan Red is, she's not that bright to me. She says she's claimed to have a Mensa certification, which who knows how much she paid for that. Like, maybe she's just doing her OnlyFans to compensate for the money she lost getting her, her completely useless Mensa certificate. And whatever Mensa is, let me tell you something, Orphan Red, I don't want to catch it. So keep your Mensa certificate to yourself there, my friend. But yeah, she did have she said she's like higher IQ than everybody else. She has such a quantum misunderstanding. She believes she knows quantum mechanics. She said that it's impossible for a faraway star to emit light because there's not a person there to observe it being emitted. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, by that definition, when the photon is emitted, unless someone's sitting there with their fucking eyeball on the sun looking like this, unless they're there to watch it leave, then a sun would never emit light. Orphan Red, that's fucking stupid, and you're a fucking idiot. And oh, she might be coming on, it looks like. It looks like I do have an Orphan Red in the call. Wow. Are we really going to have Orphan Red? Do you guys want to see Orphan Red, guys? That's what I want to know. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Orphan Red, if you want to hear what she has to say about her OnlyFans account, because she's sitting in the chat right fucking now. And Gary IOW became a new member. Yes, Gary, I appreciate it. You are going to be one of my mods for sure on my new Discord. And then Rodent, no last name, for $2. There's only 2 reasons to watch Orphan Red. I would say 1 and 2. Yo, those were just chest taps, right? 1, 2. Now she had some nice personality. 2 nice personalities that I'll agree with. But hey, you know, we have her here right now. Why bother speculating on anything when we can just talk to Orphan Red right now? And it looks like everybody wants to see Orphan Red. Orphan Red, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, team. You little
here.
tiny dirty man, you
Oh
tiny
my.
little man.
Let me get you on screen there, Orphan Red. Should we call you Orphan Red, Orphan Blue, or Professor Funbags? What do you prefer?
Just call me late. I don't know. Fuck. Call me Professor Funbags. I love it. Wait, no, Mensa Girl. I want to be called Mensa Girl. I didn't have time, or I was gonna get a plaque up on the wall to commemorate my Mensa my Mensa membership. If you don't remember, I won. I got into Mensa.
Yeah, Mensa Girl. It's a pleasure to see you, Mensa Girl.
Do you like my hair?
Yeah, your hair's great. Your other personality qualities are so much better. But Mensa Girl, tell me something. Why in the world did you decide to start an OnlyFans?
Well, I mean, you see, I just wanted it's really about my intelligence, not my body. So I just figured that, like, you know, a place for smut, this salacious, you know, you just can't kind of put this, you know, when I start to like move this, you know what I'm talking about, you know, like, it's just, I can't help it if my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, okay? YouTube doesn't like that. I got to move it to another location. That's all I can do, you know?
Well, according to you, I am a sad little boy, and your milkshake did bring me to the yard for $11 a month. You got the money. You got the money. You got me. You absolutely took advantage of my insecurities and my desire to watch pay for nudes, and you didn't even put any nudes up. Why didn't you put any nudes up there, Mensa Girl?
You didn't want to. I thought that you were tuning in to talk to me about my intellect. It's not about, listen, little man, you little dirty boy, you tiny little man. You know, like, it's just not about these ripe melons on the front of me. It's about what's up top. It's about what's in here.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with you. It is about what's up top. But not all the way that top. We don't go all the way to the top of your head.
We don't go to the top.
We stop at the neck. We stop at the neck for you.
Like this. Oh no, my headset cord is. It's
So
just kind of rubbing in there.
Why aren't you doing any more like quantum mechanics videos, Mensa Girl? I mean, you're so fucking smart. You're in Mensa.
Well, I don't know. It's just that, like, there's just the money's just not quite. You know, I had to move on with my career, and it's just flat Earth being what it is. I just thought that there was better things for these babies to be up to. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's not supposed to be about these. You know, like, it's just supposed to be about my brain. So I wanted to move forward with my career, and so I figured I would crawl around on the bed, which, don't get me wrong, I didn't have enough time. I could set that up. If I had enough time, I would have been all dressed up in my nice outfit. I would have been legs back, kicked up, having a great time back there, so you boys can see what that OnlyFans is.
Us boys
really
are
doing.
interested. Us boys are interested in photos like that, where your legs are up in the back behind you, and it just shows half of your face. Those are amazing photos, but I like the photos that show from the neck to the waist. Those are the best ones for you. I think you should focus on those photos. I mean, those honeydew melons you have there are fucking amazing there, Mensa Girl.
Oh, you little boy, you wish you could see these melons. Keep tuning in for $11 a month, or for 5% off right now, you can spend only $30 for 3 months. Save yourself a whole $3.
I'm gonna do that. I need to save myself some money for after spending. Like, I don't have a problem, going to your OnlyFans account and paying $11 a month. And let me tell you why. Because my son, the way he is, he's super young. I can go 2 days without feeding him, and that covers the monthly charge for your Mensa Girl OnlyFans. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna feed him for the next 3 months. For 2 days out of each month, I'll just won't feed him, and I'll put that money towards your personality.
Team, eating food is scientism anyways. There's no factual evidence that people actually need nutrition. All they need is a good helping dose of vitamin D. Fucking D's right here.
I got some vitamin D for you. No, yeah. So that's it. You were the one who actually told me, Mensa Girl. You were the one who made me aware of your OnlyFans account. So I want to say thank you for pointing that out to me a couple of days ago. And
I have to thank the fourth, somebody who might be watching right now, whose YouTube name is The Fourth, for really recommending to me that I should start an OnlyFans. So I'm going to pass that thank you on to the other member of the community that really brought the idea to my attention. That this is something I should be doing.
You need to make an OnlyFans called Orphan Beaver.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's show your mistakes right here.
It's all about the looks. It's about my brain, boys.
Yeah.
About my brain. Ooh, squeaks. We can get some ASMR going on next time.
ASMR, boob ASMR.
Orphan ASMR starting next week.
Yes. Now, yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just, I just wanted to bring you on and talk to you for a moment. So, Orphan Beaver, we need to see, just to get out of character. Well, first off, let me tell you something, Orphan Beaver or Mensa Girl. You have one hell of a beard. Do you actually flaunt that beard out on your OnlyFans?
Well, some boys like it like this. Some boys are into the bears. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm going to look it up later, but I've been getting a lot of guys that are asking me some weird questions. I've been meaning to do some like Wikipedias and stuff, but I'll get there. But for now, it's just the normal requests, like a lot of people asking me to insert certain objects into certain places. Terminologies are kind of a miss. There's a lot of language barriers. I'm figuring it out.
Well, I'm gonna say
I'm trying to figure out first how to do that thing where I bring I do that Belle Delphine. Trying to figure out my Belle Delphine look.
Well, I'm only going to have you on for a moment so I can get back to the show. But stepping out of character, Brainy, I want to tell you something, man. You do it great, and you're a blessing to this community, and I really hope you don't stop anytime soon. So, do you have anything to say before I kick you out of here?
Well, just got to put these back, got to be in place here. No, just thanks for having me on. I appreciate the offer to come on and talk about this, and really just get one more chance at shaking these. I also want everybody to know this is a caveman wig where I took the beard and wore it as the back of my hair. So.
That's awesome. Well, Brainy, I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. Thanks for coming on in such short notice. If you're not subscribed to Brainy Beaver out there, you guys need to. Me and him were talking about it the other day, and I'd love to see more of the content we were talking about. The parody content. Like you could there's so much room to do funny stuff, and I think you've got it. If you started doing that, it would only get better and better. Your Uni Beaver stream was amazing. I thought it was funny. Your video, go check out the Uni Beaver video that he put out. And then Beaver,
he totally disarmed. He totally disarmed after that too. He just walked away. That's like I was like,
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this part of the call, and I'm going to let you share your stuff in the chat for everybody else. But thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me for a few minutes, man. Or I'm sorry, girl, Mensa girl.
Vagine.
Yeah.
Adrian Clark, your comment got deleted by the YouTube gods.
All right, Brainy. Well, you take care, man, and we'll have you back on in the future, I'm sure. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Have a good night. I'm enjoying the stream.
All right. That was the shaved beaver, orphan beaver, beaver red, beaver blue, however you want to call him. That's what it was. That just happened, and you guys should all go subscribe to Brainy Beaver. I'm sure he'll share his. Links in the chat. Well, this show right here has gone a lot faster than I thought it would. So we have a little extra time. And I have a Karen video that I want to share with you guys. One that actually pisses me off. And I'm going to share, we'll watch it, we'll comment on it, and we'll do all of that crazy cool stuff. Here in 1 second, let me just go through the super chats that have come in. Robert Williams for $4.99. I'm thinking of getting my derpterate. Should I do my derpertation on fluorodynamics or electromagicism? Yeah, you should, Robert. I'd love to see it. And Chris Kelling became a new member. Yes. Long time no see, my friend. Great to see you in the chat. Thank you for becoming a new member. I wish you guys the merriest of Christmases, the happiest of holidays, and the bestest of the 2021 New Year. Fuck YouTube for $5. If you want to understand Mother Teresa haters, talk to Matt Dillahunty from the Atheist Experience. He brings up some good points. Okay, I'll look into it. I just don't see how anybody could hate Mother Teresa. Bella Charge for 20 New Zealand dollars. LOL, Beaver is awesome. Go check him out if you haven't. Absolutely, 100% agree, Bella. Go check out Brainy Beaver if you haven't already. Generally Shady, Generally Shady for 2 Aussie dollars says, looks and sounds better than the original, and it does. He has so much more personality. Rodent, no last name. And if you guys don't get it yet, personality is a euphemism. Just saying. Rodent, no last name for $5. If no one is there to see Orphan Red in person, how do the photons reach the camera for her to stream? I don't know. That's a great point. I'll have to ask her that when we bring her back on. Crafty Keela for 2 euros says, I'll eventually sleep. Chat, let's see hashtag Beaver Blue. Agreed. In the chat, if you're out there and you're being active in the chat, let me see that hashtag. What do you want to call him? We'll call him hashtag Beaver Blue, hashtag Beaver Red, hashtag Red Beaver. Whoa, that one's a crazy one. Hashtag Orphan Beaver, or hashtag Mensa Beaver. Mensa Beaver, I like that. All right. God's Auditor for $2 says, what the furry fuck did I walk in on? Mensa Beaver. That's what you walked in on. Bella Charge for 5 New Zealand dollars. Beaver should start an OnlyFans Mensa Girl account. I agree. I'd sub to that. Kimosabi for $2 says, Orphan Red Blue. She needed the money. Like I said, it wasn't me that paid for it. Somebody else paid for it. But at least she got the money. I don't mind helping a content creator, although I am disappointed in what I saw, which is no different than when she had her own YouTube channel and was posting there. Definitely disappointed there. And Jackalope Herdmaster for $2 for everyone who came for the boobs. All right. So now let me import this video real quick, and then we'll get started on that. Because this video pissed me off when I saw it. I was gonna make it a full-blown video, like a full-blown idiot video, but there's just not a lot of substance to the video. So and of course it's shot like all fucking morons shoot their videos in fucking portrait, not landscape. Let me bring it into here. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep that one up because I'm gonna play that Conspiracy Cats video one more time. All right, so here is today's live Karen video, and I'll be watching the chat. If you guys have anything you'd like to add it to the chat, and I'll mention it when I stop the videos. But here we go. Okay. It might take a brief second to start. There we go.
I can break it if you want.
First thing, I don't know if y'all caught that. Let me pull this up so I can rewind it a little bit. I don't know if y'all caught that, right? But I don't care. And I don't know the context of this story, right? I don't fucking care what your excuse is, okay? You don't spit on the floor at a business. You don't like a business, just leave. You hurt a business more by taking away your money from that business, all right? That's how you hurt businesses. If they don't want to serve you for whatever reason, then just leave. If it's something that you think is a violation of civil rights, there's avenues to take there. The avenue that I will not appreciate ever is spitting on the floor. For doing that right there, Karen, and yeah, this is a Karen, just for doing that, Karen, you're a fucking idiot. I'm gonna have to get the dinger. Look at that bullshit. Oh, you nasty fuck. That's right, put your fucking mask on.
If you want. I know what destruction of property is. I can honestly just hide it somewhere you wouldn't find it. That's you right now.
So they're just being pieces of shit. Apparently, the whoever's behind the counter had decided not to serve them for whatever reason. You know, you don't, as a business, it's a private business. You don't have to serve people. You know, that's the thing. Now, you can violate if you say, I'm not serving you because you're Muslim and I don't like Muslims. Well, that's not allowed. You know, you can't do that. But if it's something where you're acting like an ass inside the store and they decide, you know what? I'm not serving you. I'm not going to take your money. I'm not selling you a product. That's their right. And this guy's obviously acting like an ass in the store because Karen is a fucking idiot.
Show him that. Could you come and point out the other one I want? You want to show him this? Because I'll drop it. I'll be the asshole. I'll drop it and make you clean it. Guess we can leave. Can I have this pen?
You can't have anything here.
Can I have these?
If you leave with this stuff, you're going to be considered stealing.
Is this considered destruction of property?
I mean, we're not destroying anything.
It's not destroyed. These are all coupons.
It just seems elitist and rude.
I mean, you were rude first, right?
No, you were the rude one
Oh,
first.
oh well. I guess we're both rude. And we just agree to disagree.
Doesn't matter if she was rude to you, leave the fucking store. Sorry about the volume. I do have it up though for you guys. Yeah, I don't care what your reasoning for being rude is or not. Hey, this is America. You're allowed to be rude in America, okay? Unfortunately, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I do not want to ever tell somebody, you're not allowed to be rude. You're not allowed to hurt my feelings. My feelings are just feelings. That's it. You have the right to be rude, but they have the right to refuse you service for being a piece of shit, Karen idiot. And spitting on the floor, you lost all respect from me. Once you spit on the floor, done. I put this in I got this off of Reddit, okay? And I put this in the Reddit forum. I said, ban his ass from every fucking store in wherever he's from. I think they're in Maryland. I think they'll say it later in the video. But ban his ass from all the stores. Spread this video around to all the local stores there so when they see him come in, they know what they're getting themselves into. They can make the conscious decision to go, no, I don't want to fuck, because if I upset you, if I say something that bothers you, you're going to spit on my floor and destroy the fucking, the property in the store? Fuck that. And fuck you, Karen. You're a fucking idiot. I'll get that dinger next time, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, let's keep this somewhere I can actually know where it's at. She won't be able to get it. Yeah, like, that height's going to help her get it before me, sure. out some more of these for me? Oh, there's a trash can. Can you move that around so I can dump the rest of the stuff in here in the trash can?
I mean, look at him, y'all. He's just throwing shit on the floor. What kind of fucking piece of shit does that? Move the fuck on. If you don't like it, move the fuck on. Bottom line, you don't have to sit there. Oh no, it kept moving on me. You don't have to sit there and continue to be a fucking nuisance to the goddamn fucking business operation. That you don't have the right to do that. And they do have the right to ask you to leave and not serve you anything, not even fucking take your money. Who cares about money? If I was running a business, I would not want the $5 of profit I'm gonna make off of this guy. So just to have to deal with him throwing shit all over the floor and being a rude piece of shit, jackass idiot. Got it.
Dump the rest of the stuff in here in the trash can?
Do you want to bring us out?
I'd actually like to wait for
No.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I guess we'll be waiting all day.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm not even pro cops. But now I have to because I have some, I don't know, people who think they're righteous.
Oh, I guess you lost your choice. Like I lost the choice to actually buy something in the first place.
You lost a customer.
And
Sorry, but it's not your choice to buy something there. It's your choice to shop there. It's their choice on whether they want to serve you or not. And I'm sure that if you were just acting like a normal person, and yes, normal people do not fucking spit on the floor. Let me see and back it up. Normal people do not fucking spit on the floor at a business. I've never spit on the floor at a business. That's rude. That's inconsiderate. It's nasty as fuck. And you shouldn't fucking do it. And if you did it inside of my store, when I had my business, if I had somebody spit on my floor, we'd be boxing. We'd be boxing. You can call the cops and say, oh, I just spit on his floor. Yes, you did. Now, I'd admit to it too. Say, hell yeah, he spit on my floor. Fucking spit on my floor, and I punched him in the mouth for doing so. He's a fucking idiot. Ding.
so I don't know, people who think they're righteous.
Oh, I guess you lost your choice. Like I lost the choice to actually buy something in the first place.
You lost a customer.
And
Oh,
you
you
don't
lost
need,
more customer.
you think we need your money? Your
You
money
think I need
specifically?
you? You think I need you?
Why are you still here then?
Why am I still here?
Why are you still
You're a
here?
small business.
Why am
you
I still
need
here?
our money.
Are you?
Am I what?
What kind of people are you?
What kind is your mother? Because I'm the kind of person that told you to ring me up. So what you about to do?
Nobody gives a shit what the fuck you say. If anything 2020 has done, it's taught us that the customer is not always right. Especially when he's a piece of shit, jackass, Karen idiot who thinks he's self-entitled to be served after fucking being a piece of shit like this and spitting on the floor. You are a fucking idiot.
This guy, he keeps talking about me. He says he's like,
Oh, wow.
I'm racist or whatever, but he's the one
I
that's
wonder who
always
that guy
talking
is.
about my mom. He called me Lou.
I would love to find out who sits
He
in
called me
who.
Lou.
CBD Plus.
Okay, so they're Asian. So just to give a little bit of backstory, they're Asian, and she was saying that he called her Lou. Like that I would say that's a racist thing to say. You know, like that is pretty damn racist to say, to call an Asian person Lou when you don't like just. That'd be like just saying, oh, every Hispanic guy's name is Juan. You know, that's super racist. The racist thing to say. And coming from this guy who thinks like he'll make some. There it is. Okay, he'll make some comments later in this video that are very, very homophobic and transphobic.
I'll make it rain. Hey, you got some more stuff to make it rain. I mean, I can't leave because she ain't ring me up.
Exactly.
So if I walk out, then I'm stealing. And if I stay in here, then that's a
You already opened the package. You've already.
I did what?
You already.
I rung myself out.
Put your mask
I
on.
rung myself out.
Put your.
Oh my god.
Put your mask
Oh my
on.
god.
Put your fucking mask on, Karen, you goddamn idiot. Middle of a pandemic and you're getting in an argument with somebody because they don't want to fucking serve you because you're being a piece of shit idiot? Yeah. Put your fucking mask on, wear your mask in public, and don't be a fucking idiot.
I rung myself
Put
out.
your mask
Oh my god.
on.
I rung myself out.
Put your mask on.
Put what mask on?
Put your mask on.
Put what mask on?
Yeah, so apparently He rung himself up because they weren't, for whatever reason, I don't know what the reasoning was, but he tried to ring himself up with their cash register. They keep money in the cash register. You can't fucking do that. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. And don't fucking hit her camera either, because guess what, you motherfucking idiot? Karen, that's a fucking, that's assault, basically, and it's illegal to do that. You are a fucking idiot.
Put your mask on. His whole ass face.
My whole ass face?
There.
Let's see your face.
No. I
Wear
like
your
to keep my
mask,
on.
Karen.
Damn. I'm about to start giving out these next. Oops. Must have been an accident.
Yeah, exactly. Must have been an accident. You hear him dropping shit, like heavy shit. That wasn't like a package of, like a package of CBD, a plastic package with something light in it. That was something fucking heavy. And he just dropped it. Oh, must have been an accident. Karen, wear your mask. Don't be an ass in the store. And stop being a fucking idiot.
Look how sad the music is.
Yeah.
Like, this is about to be your life. Because I already do it for a living.
Igor, they're throwing stuff in here. They're taking shit out. They're throwing it. They're like taking
All because you wouldn't ring us up.
gift cards. They're
All
like
because
taking
you wouldn't-
flyers and they're throwing it all
because
around
of
the room.
discrimination? Because of racism or bigotry? Which one is it?
Neither. Is because you're being a fucking idiot inside of the fucking store. Hold on. You're being an idiot inside the store, and you need to wear your fucking mask. If you don't like their policies, if you don't like the fact that they're not serving you, just move on. I'm sure there's more than just this one store for you to shop at. Just move on. Instead, you're making yourself look like an ass. You're becoming internet famous for the wrong fucking reasons, and you're a total fucking idiot.
Maybe homophobia.
Hello?
I will.
Oh, homophobia. That might be it. I think she's actually gay herself.
Damn.
Is she even a she? Like, who knows?
Oh yeah, see, shit like that pisses me off, right? Is she even a she? Like, how you gonna fucking, first off, how are you gonna claim racism, claim bigotry, claim homophobia, which I'm now assuming they're, homosexuals. That's just simply by what they said. I didn't originally make that assumption. I didn't even, like, I caught the idea. I caught I caught when he said that, but I didn't put two and two together that maybe they were coming to the conclusion that it was homophobia that was causing her to not serve them, which is not the case. It's not the case. Well, I don't assume it's the case because he said, is it racism? Is it bigotry? Is it homophobia? Like all of those things. Pick one. What did she do that would be consistent with all three of those? So I think here this guy's just making shit up just to give him an excuse for not looking so bad, for justifying his dumbass actions. Karen, no, you're wrong. Wear your mask, go shop at another store, and stop being a fucking idiot.
I don't know what kind of values you guys have. I don't understand them.
Okay, how about...
She don't understand shit, I guess.
I mean,
she
I
even
guess-
don't understand how to rig that up.
I guess you don't have good values either. You're not doing your job here. You're not ringing us up.
She doesn't have to ring up a couple of fucking idiots who are acting like an ass in her store. That's the truth. That's what the beauty of this country is. You don't have to do anything for anyone else. You don't have to fucking go out of your way to make sure somebody, because they believe they are right, you don't have to say, okay, well, because you believe you're right, I'll go ahead and do it. No, the customer's not always right, especially when the customers are being fucking idiots.
He's opening the Rice Krispies. He opened up a cartridge.
And a pantry. Ooh, gummies. I love candy. I wonder how much.
Okay.
The other thing I want to point out, in a lot of these places, a lot of these stores, those consumable items, they cannot be resold once they're open. So the fact that he's opening these means that they can no longer be resold to anybody else. He is now responsible for purchasing those. Maybe he just doesn't have the money. Maybe that's why he's so mad. That he doesn't have the money to pay for his own fucking stupidity. He doesn't have the money to cover being a fucking idiot.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
We're just trying to be run up here.
Holy shit, they're slipping. I wonder how long it'll take you to slip that fucking stuff into the damn...
I'm on here.
Yeah. So who's really testing who here? Is it her?
I mean, guys, he has fucking shit that he's thrown on the floor stuck to his fucking shoe. How are they ever supposed to give that to another customer?
Hey, we got someone coming out. I need my coat. How are you doing, sir?
You're not going anywhere. Call the cops.
The cops are called twice.
Oh, I love how when he sees a man that's bigger than him coming up, the first thing he does is try to grab his shit and leave. That's being a scary bitch, Karen. Don't be a scary bitch. Just act right in public. Act like a decent human being and stop being a fucking idiot.
On their way.
That's fine.
Are you the boss of this fair establishment here?
Thank you for putting the mask on, sir.
Sit down.
You want to tell your underling?
That's so funny. He tells them to sit down and they both look at him like, oh God, we better sit down before this guy beats the shit out of us.
Sit down.
Are you the boss here?
Sit down.
Are you the boss
I'm
here?
calling the cops.
Call him. First, get out of my way so I can leave your store.
No, you can't.
Ha! Get out. Get out of my way so I can leave this store. Why weren't you leaving before? The other lady told you that she was calling the cops, but you didn't want to leave there. You wanted to bully her. And then when you see somebody you can't bully, now you want to go. Yeah, you ain't leaving until the cops get there. You're a fucking idiot.
You're under cameras.
You think I care?
Why don't you try to move? Right
So, I'm not
now.
gonna try to...
Are you gonna be...
There's a 6 feet guideline right now.
Yeah,
So I think you ought to move out of my way so I can leave
No,
this store.
no,
Since
no.
you want to run in this store, since you think you got some shit, since you really think you got that life, and you really think you can stop me from running through you right now.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Yeah, I want to point out something here. The biggest bitches of them all are always the loudest. You really think you're about that life? You really think you can stop me? Yeah, keep talking louder. You're just in like reaffirming my fucking confidence in the ability that I'm going to be able to stop you, because you don't talk loud like that. If you were really about that life, you would have just gone up there and moved that man so you could have left the store. But you didn't. You grabbed your jacket, you wanted to leave, and now you're fucking stuck. You are a fucking idiot.
14209 Baltimore Avenue. I have a customer in the store.
What's your customer's name? Let me take a picture of your face.
CBD Plus USA. CBD Plus USA. Yeah, CBD.
What's in CBD?
What's in that Delta 8?
What's in all these cookies in your store?
It's Laurel Mary.
Oh man, I want to point out something here. This guy, the real crime is the guy in red is his shoes. Those things, I'll have to go back and show you guys, but you can't really tell it. Those are those like, I mean, I don't have a problem with people that wear shoes like this, but that man has some ugly, ugly ass shoes. I'll go back in the video and show you the close-up of them later.
Helen?
What part of Laurel?
21042.
How CBD did get you high? Some of these get you high.
21042.
I bet she's high.
You asking me about the zip code, please? 14209 Baltimore Avenue, Laurel, Maryland.
That doesn't sound like the voice you came in here with.
Yeah, Maryland. Oh, that doesn't sound like the voice that he had? Well, you don't have the same attitude now that he came in. You aren't that tough guy that you were with the little Asian woman. Now you're the fucking scary bitch when the bigger guy comes in. I wonder how that feels, Karen. I wonder how it feels to be such a fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could say some fucked up shit. But you, Karen, are a fucking idiot.
One,
Oh, the police are here.
792,
Have them come in.
7768.
Tell them to come in. They're gonna have to escort us out now. Now we have another fucking trapper. Because of this.
Yes, we have a police officer on the scene right
Good,
now.
bring him in.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Gentlemen, hi. How are you? I have two.
Trying to buy something. And she refused the service due to homophobia. I think it's a violation of affirmative action.
Oh my God, he just said she refused service for homophobia. Well, what was it? Bigotry, racism, homophobia? You brought up all of them. So which one was it there, Karen? Of course, he's lying about all of that shit because it probably wasn't anything. She probably just said, I'm not serving you because you're being a fucking pretentious fucking idiot.
I also think that it perhaps could be some sort of bigotry at work here. Not only that, but discrimination at its finest.
So you think this is the right way to
Discrimination at its finest, my ass.
I'm talking to you first. Do you think it's a good idea to start throwing stuff around and
We can sit down and talk about it if you like. You got all day? 'Cause I...
No need to. Throwing shit around inside of the store isn't the best way to handle that, Karen. You're a fucking idiot.
okay. So what do you want to happen?
I mean, the reason I locked the door because the moment I arrived about 3 minutes ago, he was ready
No, I
to
can't
go.
purchase it because
So
she won't-
she was being abused, and everything is on the
But she
camera.
would abuse
She's
you.
being abused by both of them. The
So
moment
you
I
look like somebody who could really
the
use
moment
you.
I showed
I
up.
can't see my pocket right now. Okay. You still wouldn't. But you're not all offended. So,
Step outside with these guys. They're gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to them. Okay.
all right, we're out of here. We're not coming back.
I got your ID.
And I get outside. Are you gonna break?
I love that shit. He's like, give me back my ID. Hand it here, please. Get the fuck out of here. Cops don't give a shit about your fucking entitlement, okay, Karen? They don't care that you want your ID right then and there. He'll give it back to you when he damn well pleases. You're a fucking idiot.
I'm not leaving. You got time. 7 minutes.
You don't tell me what I do.
7 minutes with my ID.
So what happened?
You hear that, officer? You hear that, officer? You have 7 minutes with his ID. He's now dictated to you exactly when you will give him the ID back. Karen, you are a fucking idiot. Don't be Karen, guys. Don't go into stores and try to demand them do the things that you want them, the way you want them to be done. That's not how this works, okay? You see people going into grocery stores demanding that they get treated the way they want to be treated, but they need the groceries. The grocery store has the groceries. If you need the groceries from the grocery stores, then you might want to follow their policies. If they don't want to deal with jackasses and pieces of shit that think that they don't have to wear a mask or that they want certain ways of being treated, that's their fucking right. Just like it's your right to go shop somewhere fucking else. But if you really need groceries, and let's say this is the only grocery store in town that has the groceries that you need, then you might want to just act right. You might want to follow their policies. You might want to act right. You might not want to be a fucking idiot. Excuse me. So that's the end of that video right there. So now I wanted to go about 2 hours on here, and we've done about an hour and a half. So I'm going to turn it over to the chat. I want to see what y'all are talking about out there. Let's, we had one more super chat for $2, says Jackalope Herdmaster, for everyone who came for the boobs. Yeah, no boobs. No boobs, not on this channel, not on Orphan Red's channel, not on Orphan Blue's Bedtime Stories channel, and for sure, not on her her OnlyFans account, her OnlyFans account. You ain't gonna see boobs there either. Alright, yeah, he was just discriminating against her. What the actual fuck? He insulted her, belittled her, slapped her, went around destroying the property, and demands things from the police. Self-entitlement at its fucking finest, guys. Dave Hill says, Team Skeptic, show us your boobs. PhD Tony asks, did they get arrested? I don't know. I didn't see any follow-up to that, so I wouldn't know. Let me find that guy's shoes for you, because these shoes are ridiculously ugly. And I'm okay. I used to have like the slip-on checkerboard type shoes too. I think it was when she walks around. Let's see. I'm just looking for the clip or for a close-up of them. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, it's kind of... hold on. Let me pause it in a good place. Here.
I'm about to start giving out these next.
It went by. Hold on. You can't really tell, but those are slip-on checkerboard shoes straight out of the 1930s, probably 1970s, which is okay. So what's up, Bubba? Which is okay. I mean, you're allowed to wear ugly shoes, but goddamn, look at that outfit. Pink shirt, red jacket, black Adidas track pants, and ugly ass white and black checkerboard shoes. Yeah, ridiculously ugly. That's the real crime in this situation right here. It said, we saw the beavage cleavage. Do we get the skeptic shake? That might possibly be a thing for tonight. But give me 1 second, guys. My dog is crying because he needs to go outside. Let me put him outside for 1 second. Those are slip-on Vans. Those look like discount, like knockoff Vans, Jessica. Come here, Bubba. Okay, sorry about that. My dog needed to go outside. Yeah, those are knockoff Vans. Like I said, they just seems like 80s movie subway punks to me. Yeah, off the wall Van shoes. I have those. Oh, you do? Well, see, now you're probably not going to want to have my babies anymore. Them are the Dans from Urban Imposter. That's true. Martin H says, it's been going on for days. Looks like YouTube have started censoring comments and we can't override. Yes, that is happening, guys. Let's see. He had another pants, but he had an accident. Oh, God. Me and you watched this video. Me, you, and Bella Charge watched this video together. Just like people like that, people like this guy and these two people, they don't deserve our money. Like I said, I would be the first person to, I'd write all the businesses and I would say, I would send all of them out because businesses have a directory where you can have the emails of almost any business in your city. I know when I was in Deep Ellum, we had a business list in Deep Ellum. If someone like this would have walked in, I'd had it on camera, I would have uploaded it to a server, and then I would have shared it, and including Facebook now. Facebook has, city business pages where all the businesses can come together and have discussions. I would have uploaded these guys' pictures and this video and said, don't serve these people. Because when they come in, they're going to demand certain things, and if you don't want them, if you don't adhere to their demands, if you don't give in to these fucking Karens, if you don't give in to these fucking Karens, then they're going to spit on your floor. They're going to trash the place. They're going to assault your employees, and they're going to be extremely disrespectful. If a video like that was shared with me, the very first thing I would do if I see them come in, tell them to get the fuck out. I refund them all their money if they pre-purchase and just say, get the fuck out. I don't need your money. It's not worth my time to have to deal with your fucking fucked up attitude because you are a fucking idiot. Jessica G says images. Oh, let's see what Jessica G is talking about. She's sending me an image of the shoes. She's bound and determined to prove to us. I don't know if those are them, Jessica. They might be. Hold on. And I like Vans, but these are ugly ass Vans to me. At least maybe they're ugly because of what he's wearing with them. Let me... I think you're right. Good eye, Jessica. Wow. All right, let me show you the image that she shared with me. 1 second. Oh, wait. I just downloaded it. Oh, it won't let me share that picture you sent me because it's like a web image or whatever. Oh, well. I think you're right, though, Jessica. I think it's actually I think it is actually those Vans. But the way he's rocking them is just inappropriate. He should be going to jail by the fashion police for rocking that, or at least be fined. Because if you're wearing that outfit in its entirety, then you have no sense of fashion, and you're a fucking idiot. All right. Let me get back to the chat. Chat, how we doing tonight? He says, Chrismer and Derp Squirrel says, oh, and Team Skeptic, I guess you won't see my ASCII anymore, as whatever YouTube did with the chat system, they completely fucked the word wrapping, so no more ASCII until that's fixed. No! That's like the worst. Okay, I got you. I have a name now. It says screen cap and then share. That I can do, actually. Give me 1 second. God, you're amazing. Whoever said that. I have a name now? Yeah. That was a brilliant, brilliant idea. Let me bring it in for you guys. Boom. There we go. And let me get it back here. Those shoes. And let me pause it real quick. They do look a lot alike. I'm not even gonna try to front. They do look a lot alike. Now see, in this picture, they actually look comfortable. I'd rock those around the house. Not sure I'd go out in a black and white Adidas tracksuit with a red jacket and pink shirt. Yep, I think so. What do you think in the chat? Jessica G nailed it, didn't she? Oh man, yeah, they're screwing your word wrap up. Gary Wabanga's mom says, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! That was Gary's boyfriend. And I say, oi, oi, oi! Thank you, Gary Wabanga's mom. You would know best, I guess. Mosquito Life says, I don't give a fuck about shoes. Yeah, shoes are all right. You know, I don't spend a lot of shoes for myself, or a lot of money on shoes either for myself. I'm a very simple person. I would rather spend the money on a nice print tee than shoes. Yeah, that's them, says Commander Darklight. They're slippers, aren't they, Clive Wells? I don't know if they're house slippers or if they're actual just slip-on shoes. Turns out the Nashville bomber is a 5G conspiracy nut. What? You and MC Toon should have a conversation about Mark Steele. Mark Steele wasn't the 5G guy, though, or the Nashville bomber guy, was he? Let me know, Rodent. I'll be looking for it. Tag me if you know for sure. Chris Kelling says hipster shoes. Yeah, I'm sure they are some kind of hipster shoes. Clive Wells says, I only have 2 pairs of shoes. I think I have 4 that I wear right now. Adrian Clark, but 2 of them I don't really wear a lot. You can only wear those type of shoes if you're in a ska band. Yeah, right. Josiah Hansen says, I like my nice shoes. What up, Josiah? How you doing? Historical philosopher said, printed t-shirt, really? Are you 16 years old? Yes, I am, at heart, 100%. Liam Harold says, 0227 hours, 0227. Do I stay for one more Jim Beam and Pepsi, or go to bed? Jim Beam and Pepsi, absolutely. Go for it. Adrian Clark says, Mark Steele is just an idiot. That he is. I kind of dinged myself a little earlier. Oh, Rodent No Last Name says Mark G is not the bomber, but says 5G is a weapon system. Yeah, he's retarded. okay, 5G just really means 5th generation. You can do a lot with all kinds of different electromagnetic waves. You can do a lot. But do I think that they're using my 5G router back there for mind control or to blow my house up? Or could they? No, not at all. That's not how that shit works. So therefore, I do agree that Mark Steele is a fucking idiot. Mark G is the 5G Geordie weapons expert who managed to accidentally shoot an innocent girl. What? I've never heard of that before. Melvin Decker says, gotta go. Just a quick question. At what time will the Cats song premiere be? I don't know, but you know what? Because you bring that up, Melvin, I think it's only right to play it again one more time. For anybody that wasn't here at the very beginning, this was Conspiracy Cats video. Again, I'm only showing it if you promise to go to the premiere on January 31st in 2 days. Here you go. Me too, Nathan. Me fucking too. Cats is so amazing. Oh, yeah, okay. Not muted this time, guys. Cats is so fucking amazing. Mosquito Life says, do you need glasses? You're squinting. Yeah, a little bit. No, I refuse to admit I need glasses because the moment I admit I need glasses, I then also must admit that I'm getting old. So no, I need corrective surgery, refractive corrective surgery, LASIK, as some of the people call it. Let's see. PhD Tony, not wishing to be pedantic, but January 31st is not in 2 days' time. Oh, God. Yeah, because you're on the 30th already there. Yes. It's not on the 31st. Or it is on the 31st. And it is 2 days away from me now. Hashtag fuck YouTube for messing up my Christmas ASCII. Yes. It is fucked up for them to be messing with that. Angel Flores, or Angie Flores. God damn it, I said it wrong. Angie Flores says, damn, skeptic. Yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are all amazing. Angie, I hope you have a great New Year's this year. Thank you so much for the donation. Commander Darklight says, we are old men. Yeah, we are. But I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm young at heart. You need alcohol, Team Skeptic. I had a lot over the past. I drank half a bottle of Jameson Black. Wait, whoa. Oh, yeah, PhD Tony. You're right. December 31st is in 2 days, not January 31st. I'm a fucking idiot. Let me ding myself. Let me ding myself again for arguing with the master PhD Tony. And let me ding myself again just for being fucking Team Skeptic and being fucking awesome, I guess. I'm an idiot. And you're right, PhD Tony. Andrew Stoll says, needing glasses is not being old. I and many others have had them as kids. You were old kids, Andrew. You were old kids. Clive Well, no, Team Skeptic. January 31st is about a month away. This dings for both of us, Clive. One for you as a gift, me as a punishment. I'm an idiot. Historical philosopher, glasses aren't the only thing you need. Some help on dressing might be good. No logo or printed t-shirts. It's just wrong. Yeah, but I don't know. That's just the kid in me. I love printed tees. Boys don't grow up. We just get more expensive toys. These are facts. These are absolutely facts. PhD Tony says we are in December, not January. One more time for me and you, PhD Tony. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Christmas subscribe to Team Skeptic. Yes. Cricket says, Team Skeptic, are you aware young people wear glasses too? No way. No young people wear glasses out there. No way. No, my kid wears glasses. His eyesight's worse than mine. Ivy Gentry says, Team Skeptic, how old are you? The answer I always give and always will give is old enough to party. That's how old I am. Adrian Clark says, also, I have loads of printed tees. They're great. Adrian Clark, that's why I love you, bro. Concord 327 says Team Skeptic didn't cover the video of Nut Thompson harassing more kids who called him a retard and asked him if they had white powder in their car. Yeah, I saw that on Irish Demons channel, and I think I read out his super chat earlier. Let me see. Yeah, let's cover Vegan Lady. That's what he said. He covered the Nathan Thompson accosting kids again. And I'm totally against that. But these kids were trolling him. It was classic. It was great. I recommend going and watching it, not on wherever Nathan Thompson's putting his nonsense out, because it ain't on YouTube. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You want to also see another unpopular opinion? I'm wearing sweatpants too with my printed tee. See, you couldn't see that. See, I do have fashion sense. I do have it. Whether you agree with me or not, I do have it. I'm wearing, but I'm not also going outside. If I go outside, these come off and a nice pair of blue jeans always go on. Global Mom for $2. I am 55 and still wear printed tees, and that is why we love you. Also, for the person that asked how old I am, early to mid 40s. We'll just say that right there. Let's see. Chrismer and Derp Squirrel says, you never know. You might look cute in glasses. Some people just look good in glasses. I mean, I'd be even uglier without mine. I don't know. I'm a bit, I can't think of the word right now. I'm a bit self-conscious of my looks when I'm in glasses because I don't think I look good in glasses, but then again, I never thought I looked good in hats. And if I took my hat off for you right now, you would understand why. In fact, I might do that in a minute just to show you. Skydiver Tanner, Nathan Thompson has a new YouTube channel. Share it, Skydiver Tanner. Put it in the chat right now. And I'll be back. I got to let my dog in from outside, guys. All right, sorry guys, the show always has to stop for the fur babies. That's a fact. Let's see, Historical Philosopher says, no, just solid striped or pattern. No others are acceptable for a man over 18. I already told you, I'm under 18. I'm like 16 and a half. Let's see. Gay men love the gray sweatpants. That comes from Skydiver Tanner. Hey, he probably has a better perspective on it than I do, and I love my gray sweatpants, though. For No Reason says, Whistles, I'm loving that sexy hip shot you gave us. Woo! Let me see something. Commander Darklight's harassing me on Discord. Let's see what he has to say. What? Oh, is that your print tee? Let me see something. My favorite t-shirt, yeah. Printed tee. Grown man with printed tee. That's exactly what I'm saying. Mike M says, Team Skeptic, this whole time I thought you were in your 20s, LOL. A lot of people do. I've always had like a really young attitude, and I've had kind of a baby face a little bit. So when people see me and then they see me in person when I'm acting the way I do, it's real easy to think I'm a lot younger than I really am. People tell me all the time before I went on camera, they thought I was like some teenage kid, you know, or early 20s, some kid in his early 20s. And I was like, yeah, I guess I probably should have stayed off camera. You have to camo them eyes somehow. Yeah, right. Adrian Clark says, haha, yeah, I watched that Irish Demons channel and the kids took the mic out of him. Yeah, that was, they were fucking with him and having a good time. Check Discord from Commander Darklight. Just did, sir. Wait, you wiped your ass and face? Yes, I clean my ass and face before every show. I make it a point to go wash my face and brush my teeth. Oh, Skydiver Tanner, no problem. Beach 8, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? Ted K says, I thought you'd look like your avatar. Kinda do. just a little bit older. Jessica G for $2. Chin up, team. Puberty might come at 50 for you. I'll be waiting for it, Jessica. Clive Wells says team measures his age in Martian years as it's his home planet. This is a fact. I am a Martian alien. Adrian Clark. Oh, it says Dan Hetfield. It was hilarious. What'd Dan say? I love Dan. Oh, yeah. Dan Hetfield said the kids dropped the fucking mic hard. Yeah, go over to Irish Demons and check his video out. It's a good video. And he really highlights the fucking... he really highlights the fact that, first off, he highlights the inappropriateness of Nathan Thompson accosting children. And then he follows that up by giving his own commentary, which is really good on the topic. Geza, the masked reviewer, says, I'm glad you've covered the anti-maskers and COVID deniers, as several family members tested positive, including my mother. Shame on them. Guys, I'm dealing with now I could lose a close family member of mine. He's in an induced coma right now. And the fucked up thing is his whole family denied COVID and still denies COVID. So, I don't want to put them on blast or anything like that because they're really good people. They're really good people. But they just, that Facebook research, man, that Facebook research will get you killed, guys. I'm just going to put it out there. Facebook research will get you killed. All right? Don't do Facebook research. Don't believe in Facebook. My dad tried to point something out to me. It had nothing to do with COVID at all. Nothing to do with COVID at all. And he tried to point something out to me about some news article or some article that was posted on Facebook. And he was like, see, it was right here. And I was like, how do you know that fucking source is even true? Like, what's the source behind it? Just it was on Facebook. So somebody on Facebook said something and you believed it? What if somebody on Facebook told you, don't worry about going to the doctor if you break your arm. In fact, just duct tape that shit together. Hey, it's on Facebook. Must be true, right? So, and I was so proud of my stepmom when she said, she's the one that stood up. And I didn't want to say anything, didn't want to argue with my dad on Christmas. It was actually on my birthday. I didn't want to argue with my dad on my birthday. So my stepmom just stood up and was like, how do you know that's even true? You just assume that's true. And she nailed it when she said that. I was like, hell fucking yeah. Good shit. All right. But, there's a good possibility I might lose somebody that's close to me in my life, and I don't want to. He's on induced coma and on a ventilator right now in ICU and CCU, I guess is what it's called. The critical care unit, intensive care unit and critical care unit. I think they moved him from ICU to CCU, but it's more of a long-term thing. I don't know exactly. I'm not a doctor, so if there's any doctors out there that would like to elaborate a little bit more on that, you can. Dude, hope he pulls through, denial or not. Yeah, me too. I really do. I really do. But that whole side of the family is complete denialists when it comes to this. And big-time Trump supporters too. It's amazing. It's amazing that that's what you see, that it's such, it's so skewed. I'm not saying that every COVID denier is a Trump fan. And I'm not saying that every Trump fan is a COVID denier. I think everybody should be, I don't think you should hold one's political beliefs against them. It's their political beliefs. It's a subjective topic and it's something to discuss. But COVID is not subjective. COVID is absolutely objective. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you sit on or if you ride the fence in the middle like I do. It doesn't matter. COVID can still come and get you. It's not that, it doesn't say, let's only go get the Biden supporters. Let's only go get the Trump supporters. No, it gets everybody. But the thing is that what you see in a lot of the right-wing communities is a lot of people that deny science. They just deny science. Science is very progressive. Denying science has become very conservative. So, of course, when you have a heart attack or something, The first thing a Trumper does, he doesn't go to fucking Facebook to get his fucking heart surgery or to get his heart worked on. What does he do? He goes to the leftist doctor, right? The progressive doctor who's progressing through science to save people like yourself. But when it comes to something like COVID, it's all of a sudden those same people are nothing but fucking liars trying to take your money and force you into some Nazi communist world for everybody to live in, which is the furthest from the truth. There are people out there that actually just care about human lives. I'm one of them. I don't want to see anybody that's a Trump supporter die. I don't want to see anybody that's a Biden supporter die. I don't want to see anybody that agrees with me that both of them are morons. I don't want to see them die either. So come together, stick together, guys. Let's wear masks. Let's do the right thing and save as many lives as we possibly can. Or at least limit the number of deaths that are going to happen whether we do it or not. When the vaccine comes out and when it's available for you, I recommend you taking it. I'll be taking it. My son will be taking it. But it's up to you. You can be an anti-vax idiot if you want. Let's see. You can be an anti-vax idiot if you want, but just take the vaccine, okay? Look beyond yourself. Look to see what you can do for the community around you and see how important taking a vaccine and having as many people in the community vaccinated, what that does for the number of deaths. And learn from 2020. 2020 taught us an amazing lesson. 2020 taught us how vulnerable we are, how vulnerable our economy is, how vulnerable bad business plans are that might have worked pre-COVID. A lot of these people out there that are complaining about their businesses, about losing their business and their businesses being shut down, they're the same people that are out there walking around with no mask on. They're the same people that are perpetuating the problem that's ultimately causing the problem that's causing their business to be shut down. It's stupid. It's a dumbass way of thinking. Trust in the doctors, okay? Trust in the doctors. Go ask your doctor. Go ask him. The same one you would ask him about your weight. The same one that you would ask about your heart. The same one that you would go to with a broken bone. Go to him and ask him about him or her. Go to them and ask them about what about COVID. And see what they say. If you go to a chiropractor, they'll tell you one thing because they're not really truly doctors. But if you go to a medical doctor, they'll tell you a completely different story. They'll tell you about why it's important for you to wear masks, how you can do your part in saving the next life next to you. You know, maybe your uncle or your aunt or their children. All right, sorry I went off on a rant there. Gerald Reese for $1.99. There's no super chat, but thank you, Gerald. I appreciate the super chat. Small Time Art for $2. Can you tell us more about wrecking Dickhole? Oh, I wreck Dickhole. I wreck Dickhole like a motherfucker when it comes to COD. So you have to go check out my gaming channel to see what wrecking Dickhole is all about. Let's see. Fuck YouTube says, my brother's partner is a nurse, so he already got the vaccine as an essential worker. Good on him. Good on him. Let's see. 100% agree. Amy Hogan. Thank you. Ted Dizzle says, I'm a business owner, and yes, it's hard. Yeah, I hope everything works out for you, Ted. You know me, man. You can always reach out to me if you need to. Mark Beiser, chiropractic medicine has its foundation in stupid pseudoscience woo. Yeah, like, okay, so I have a fucked up back, right? I got hurt in the military. I got hurt in the military. When I got out, they told me, hey, you know, go do this. You're going to need to see this type of person and whatnot. I went to a chiropractor. My back wouldn't pop. My back still didn't pop. I can't twist it like that and pop it like most of you assholes can out there. You oppressive back poppers. No, I can't do that, right? So I go into a chiropractor's office and I explain to him my situation. They take an x-ray and the first thing he does is want to crack my neck and pop my back. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? I literally just told you, you can't fucking do that. They have these little like machines, right? These little like things. You go like this and they'll put it on your bone. They can align your spine with these. It's just like a little clicker. Click, 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 like that. And it's so much better for your health. And I was like, just put the clicky thing on my back. It's fine. And the first thing he did was like, all right, pick your leg up and put it off to the side. And I'm like, no, no, I can't fucking do that. Like, you're going to hurt me. And he absolutely wanted to. I didn't go to that guy ever fucking again. But that was like, I was like, do you guys have medical degrees or something? No, they don't. They just have a fucking certification, a back-popping certification. Rob Montgomery for $5. I'm not taking Bill Gates' vaccine. I'm waiting for the Apple version. That's a funny thing that people were saying before. I'm not taking the Bill Gates vaccine. It's not Bill Gates' vaccine. Bill Gates isn't sitting there typing in a computer to develop the vaccine. It's developed by doctors, by people who are laboratory scientists. But yes, you're right. Wait for the Apple vaccine. It's a much better one. Gerald Reese for $4.99. Hey team, I have a question that no one can seem to answer, so please help me out. You didn't ask your question. Tag me in the chat with your question, and I'll give you the best answer you'll ever get from anybody on YouTube. Bella Charge for $5 New Zealand dollars, and you will see he's lying. He sucks to see a good player. Oh, you will see he's lying. He sucks. To see a good player, go check out Ted Dizzle. Ted, if you can make it to Ted Dizzle's website out there, not a website, YouTube channel, I'm sorry, you'll see somebody who's really good at Call of Duty. Yeah, it's not cracking and popping, it's adjusting. Yeah, in air quotes, adjusting. Exactly. I have to have that little machine that does it. I can't have a doctor go in there and go, here, put your hands over your head, this, and then you... Yeah, that doesn't work for me. You'll hurt me doing that. Oh yeah, Commander Darklight says the missus uses the clicker all the time in her work. Yeah, and I'm not saying that out there that every chiropractor is a bad person. There's not. My uncle's a chiropractor. My uncle was the one who told me the first one. He said, hey, with the condition you have, you can't go in and get adjusted like normal. You're going to need this special machine that does it for you. So, and I'm calling it a machine. It's an instrument. It's not really a machine. What chiro? My back is messed up. Yeah, Alan, I agree with you. I can't do the chiropractor thing anymore. I just stretch at home now. Stretching at home does a lot of work. Mark Beiser says, get yourself an inversion table and use it. I have an inversion table. In fact, I would be more than happy to do a live stream, at least a portion of a live stream, upside down for you guys on my inversion table. I get on it so often it doesn't bother me to be upside down for a good chunk of time. I've actually slept on it before, not fully inverted, but like I've slept on it like this with my head on this end where it was like slightly down like this. But yeah, I agree. The inversion tables are great and I recommend anybody use them. Let's see, where's that guy? Gerald Reese, that was you, right, that had the question? Yeah, there it is right there. Let me go down there. I wanted to give you another donation. Man, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Just by the way, my question is, if the Earth is truly flat, then why does Alaska have 65 days without sunlight? Stupid flat earthers. I'm going to say it like this. Stupid flat earth idiots. But here's what they say happens, Gerald. They say that the sun gets too far away that you can't see it from Alaska. So we're talking about when it's over the Tropic of Capricorn, we get 65 days of darkness. I think it's 65, something like that. Going based on what you said, I'm assuming what you're saying is right. It's somewhere around there. I think it's actually 6 months of darkness. I don't know. I'd have to look back into that. But most of the time, it's barely, like, it's twilight there. Like, it's not, I don't think you can see the sun after the equinox, I believe it is. I'm sorry, that's from the North Pole, not from Alaska. I'm thinking of the North Pole, not Alaska. Please forgive me. I just wasn't explaining it right. From the North Pole, I think the North Pole goes through 6 months of darkness because the sun is below the subsolar point is below the equator. In the Arctic Circle, there's portions of it that as the Earth spins, it goes closer to the, it's on the other side of the North Pole. On the North Pole, that's the only place where it doesn't actually, when it spins, it stays in that one point. So I think I'm getting that right. I don't know. I'd have to really look into it. Not the actual thing, but look into explaining it the proper way. But I think that's what it is. But Alaska does have, there's a time when Alaska gets to a point where even as it spins around, even when it's on this side of the North Pole, it still has, it's too far away from the subsolar point, and you won't get any sun during that time. And I think it's a month before the winter solstice, and then a month after the winter solstice before the sun starts coming back. I think it is. But let's see. The Linux vaccine by Gary IOW says, the Linux vaccine is the best for £5. It's open source and anyone can change it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting that. Gaza, I'm going Linux over Apple. And the Windows vaccine is nothing more than another virus for sure. Gaza, the master reviewer for £4.99. Thanks for the shout out and sorry for your news. Hopefully everyone's families will be okay and come through this. The deniers need a lesson in empathy. That's what I'm saying, man. 2020 taught us a lot of lessons, basically about how to not be, what to do right and what to do wrong. Before 2020, when a customer used to bitch, it was always like, oh, sir, I'm so sorry. Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Let me do whatever I can to correct the problem. Well, now, when doing whatever you can to correct the problem puts other lives at risk, you can't really do that. And people are coming to the realization that Karen is not always fucking right. The customer is not always right. The customer needs to realize that as well, and they do. They're getting a hard truth. So let's see. Yeah, the North Pole is the vampire's winter vacation of choice. All right, guys, I think that's going to be where we are getting pretty close to ending this stream today. My kitty cat, who always loves to make an appearance, is trying to walk between my camera and my microphone right now. Let me get her up here. Oh, come here, mama. So I'll show you guys some love and let you guys love on this beautiful, beautiful being. This was the best thing that happened to me in 2020 right here. This thing. This little itty bitty furry dog or whatever it is. I don't know. Is this a dog? Is this what we call a dog these days? I don't know. Gerald Reese, the sun is closer to the earth, so that is proof of the curve. Let's see. Oh, they're always asking for proof of the curve other than science and NASA pictures. Proof. Yeah, that is proof of the curve, because if it was flat, there'd be nothing stopping the light from getting from the Tropic of Capricorn to the North Pole, since the light goes from a certain spot in Africa to a spot in Western Australia. I think it's Western Australia. Maybe Eastern, I think it's Western Australia, a spot to Western Australia that's further from Africa than the North Pole is, or than the Arctic Circle is. Doesn't make sense. You can't say that it travels in better direction or for a further distance in one direction than it does in the other direction. That shit doesn't make sense. For no reason, she called you a furry landfish. Or a fuzzy landfish. Are you a fuzzy landfish? Great stream as usual. Good night all. Thank you, JB. I appreciate it. Diabetic Warslug for $5 says, Kitty! Aw. Aw. Love you. She's going into heat, guys. My ankles are in danger of sexual harassment. Go ahead. My ankles are in danger of sexual harassment for the next week. First, there was a wet beaver on stream, and now Team Skeptic is showing a furry pussy. Damn. Quantum Degreaser says he's got to run. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with us all night. Cats are cool dudes. Yes. I said this in my last stream. I was really drunk when I said this. This is how you know it was the truth, is because I was really drunk. I really didn't like cats before. Like, Conspiracy Cats was the only cat I actually liked before I got this damn furball down there. When I got her I rescued her from my front porch. She was eating June bugs. Poor kitty was munching on June bugs. And I said, you know what? I just have to I got to bring her in. I'm too much of a, I have too much love for all things living, except for like roaches and bees and wasps and shit. Fuck that. But I have too much love for most things that are living. And I wanted to bring her in my home. And I brought her in my home. My big fur baby, my dog, I didn't know how he would react. And he was nothing but an absolute gentleman to her. He's loved on her. He's cuddled with her. They cuddle together all the time. But he does kind of like, now he's kind of getting annoyed with her. Like when she jumps on top of him, he's just like, "Arr!" And he rolls off and goes and lays down in another part of the living room. Let's see, mosquito life. Yeah, destroying local wildlife. What was that, mosquito life? I just don't. Oh yeah, she was destroying. Yeah, she was. But I don't think June bugs count. Oh, she's a stray. Good on you for taking her in, Team Skeptic. You know what? It's been good on me for the whole year. So good on her for taking care of me and providing. Oh no, my dog has stopped sleeping in bed with me for whatever reason. He just doesn't like it anymore. And she will not put up without, like, if I leave her outside, like out of the front, out of my bedroom door, does not like that. I'll let her in. She runs and eats, uses the bathroom and the litter box. And the next thing she does is get in bed with me and attack my hand and toes throughout the night. But she's become a little cuddle bug with me, and it's great. I love it. Andres Elda says the flat earth magically flips every equinox this time of the year. The South Pole is in the middle. John Rapp says Team Skeptic looks yummy. Either I look yummy or my cat does. Adrian Clark says, yeah, I'm out of here, Team Skeptic. Thanks for the stream and speak to you soon, brother. Yeah, you take care, man. We'll see you around. Commander, Darklight. Wait, warning, ankle porn imminent. Yeah, we'll put that on my Team Skeptic OnlyFans account. Team Skeptic and Flat Earthers and Karens. Yes. Let's see. Make sure you de-sex it. She's in the process. I haven't done that yet. I've been kind of lazy about it, but I don't let her outside. She still has all of her own nails. She can protect herself if she goes out there. She made it as a kitten on her own outside, but I will never do that to a cat. You know, like I've seen some actual people who are fucking scientists and shit talk about how domesticated cats are not outside animals, which is, you know, if you do it, that's your thing, but me, I just can't. I would hate. It would destroy my world if I let her out and something happened to her. Your chat is checking to see if you're still alive so she can eat you. Yeah, probably at night. I wouldn't doubt it. For no reason says, you know we love you. Give that kid big hugs for us. Take care and sleep well and splendid dreams. I will. Thank you very much for no reason. Peck says, Team Skeptic just stole some kid's pet. Ignores all the missing cat posters around. Oh, sometimes we have selective blindness around here. No, actually, I think she was either birthed by a wildcat or she, you know, like, I don't know how she would have gotten out. When I got her, she was probably barely 6 weeks old. Barely 6 weeks old. I mean, she was so tiny, it was sad. And she went a week out there. I couldn't find her. She was that small that I could not find her when looking for her. It was one night when I came home from the store, I walk around the corner, and we both caught each other, and we surprised each other. She jumped up to, like, my face level. Like, we were probably 10 feet away when I come around the corner. She jumped up to my face level. I jumped up, too, because it scared the fucking shit out of me. She goes running off, and I was like, I'd heard a cat meowing like a kitten meowing in the front yard. I even had my son come out there. That's why I was saying we looked for her forever. So I just went and got some like wet food. I put it out there on a plate, and I come back and I see a squirrel eating it. And I was like, what the fuck? So now I got to deal with squirrels too. So I would put it out there and watch it and kind of look for like nighttime when there wasn't any other animals around. And one night I come around and she's eating it. And she sees me and she backs up. So I was like, okay, you know, at least I see her. At least she's good. So I get her and I go buy a cage and I start, you know, giving her a little bit of the wet food. And then one day I put the wet food in the cage. She goes in the cage. I shut the cage. And then I bring her inside and I'm like, I trapped her. I got her in. I put her in a little room so she had a time to acclimate herself. Gave her some fresh water because I'm sure she needed it. Gave her some really good kitten food. And now she's just, it's been about 8 to 10 months. I'm not sure exactly when I found her, but it's been about 8 to 10 months. And she's the absolute best thing that's happened to me in 2020. I love that little beast. I love my little fur baby. Secretly, she adopted you, and I'm okay with that, Sean137. I love the whole fact when people say that she's trying to check to see if I'm alive. We have a bunch of feral cats around, Mike71 says. David Oliver says, yeah, cats need their claws. I was unaware of that they needed their claws. But, let me tell you what bugs the shit out of me? When she decides that my leg and thigh are her climbing post. She's perfectly capable of jumping onto my lap, jumping onto my chair, but she just can't seem to do that. She always seems to find a reason to dig her claws as much in my legs as she can and climb up my leg. And it doesn't bother me that much. Oh. Jessica G for $2 says, team, booger on your lips. Never mind. That's herpes. All right, guys. I think that's where we're going to end it today. Oh, man. This is the hardest thing. Fohammer335, your leg is her humping post. Good to see you, brother, out there. Nickel, Team Skeptic, if she finds you're dead, cats start with the face. I guess that's a reason for me to stay healthy. Mike M says, Team Skeptic, just clip her nails, not declaw, but trim them down. Yeah, so I really, it freaks me out to clip nails on dogs and cats. So I always take my dog out for a walk and like on top of concrete to help him wear the nails down. There's got to be something I can do for cats. I was thinking about getting like some really good sandpaper and putting it on her cat scratching post and then spraying it down with that catnip stuff. So when she goes on there and she scratches at that, the actual sandpaper will file her nails down. Let me know if that worked. That's just something I've thought about doing. But I get scared I'm going to hurt the animals when I clip the claws. Cats clawing your lap is a sign of affection. She loves me. She loves my ankles for sure. Get soft paws. They are plastic nail covers. I saw those, Ivy. I saw those. LOL, thank you so much, Team Skeptic, and everyone else. See you all soon. Yes, thank you, Amy, for hanging out with us and having a fucking good old time. I had a great time. Where are we at on the stream? We're over 2 hours. Yeah, 2:21. I'll wrap this up in 1 second. This is my addiction, okay? Just so y'all know, this is my addiction. I have the hardest time saying bye and leaving something that I'm having an absolute blast doing. Tonight, I had an absolute blast. It was so much fun. And I don't want to say goodbye. I know I need to. Hi, Mama. Come here. Okay. She's walking up to my... She's on my full-size mouse pad. So I'm just gonna hold her until the end. Oh, I know. Okay, PhD Tony says, we think you can do that for your cat's nails is growing some fucking balls. Oh, the thing you can do for your cat's nails is growing some fucking balls. Tony, I dare you to let her fucking claw your thighs. It hurts like a bitch. Good night, Team Skeptic. Mods in chat, looking forward to your New Year's stream, dude. Yes, and we'll have a chat, or we'll keep everybody in touch about the new Discord that's coming up. For the people that are members of this channel and patrons, you'll be the first people we bring into the new chat or to the new Discord. And then once we have you guys settled, once we have everybody brought in and everybody understands, the way that, okay, so here's the thing, right? Let me tell you something a little bit about who I want to be mods. I want there to be a diversity of mods, like women, men, gay, straight, white, black. It doesn't matter. Because what I need these mods to do is to be a filter for problems that I just can't deal with. I don't have enough time. If I dealt with everybody bitching on Discord about somebody else who hurt their feelings, I would never, ever, ever get anything done. Not for the channel, at least. So I have to have a filtration system. I have to have a group of people that you feel comfortable going to and speaking to about issues you might have with other people, other people on the server. Because a lot of times, believe it or not, in fact, most of the times, it's really just you're being a little butthurt. That's just what it is. Your feelings are hurt. And you might have a very unique perspective on why your feelings are hurt and have a great argument. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're right, especially on that server. That server is going to be friendly for everyone. So if your feelings get in the way of somebody else having a good time, then I'm sorry, but your feelings got to be put aside. And I shouldn't have to come and deal with that 100 times a day, because look at my channel. I don't give a fuck about feelings. That's the whole premise of my channel. Your feelings don't matter to me. Not because I don't value people's feelings and how they feel, but just because I believe in freedom of speech. And when somebody speaks freely, a lot of times someone else gets offended. And I don't want people being offended by something that I don't consider hate speech to affect the overall entertainment value of the Discord and of this channel. Now, that goes without saying something else. I will not tolerate hate speech in any form or fashion. I never have. I've never welcomed it on this channel. And anytime I've been on someone else's channel and someone's come with homophobic or transphobic or racist or bigotry rhetoric, right? I mean, you can say that I'm a bit of a bigot because I don't just openly accept Christianity and Christian, feelings and this and that. But that's not the thing. I don't do that because I don't believe in it, and if you want to believe it, that you're welcome to. Like, absolutely. I don't judge people for being Christians. That's like not cool of me. It's not cool of anybody. When a Christian tries to use the Bible to supplant physics, I'm going to step in and say something then, but that doesn't mean that you should not be allowed to hold the opinions that you hold. So that's just the way it needs to be done. And I need mods that are willing to maybe look past those things, look past personal feelings before saying, yeah, you need to take this to Skeptic. We need to do something about this. And there's just going to be 2 layers of filters before it gets to me. One will be your mods, and then there'll be 3 other mods on top of that. The 3 mods that are going to be on top of that are going to be Bella Charge, who's a New Zealand dude, They and Them, who's a European dude, and Roxy Lowry. Roxy Lowry is my 3rd one, who's a South African woman. So you got 2 guys, 1 chick, none of them from America. So we have a diverse panel on there. The mods that I select as mods for the Discord, they will understand how my feelings are towards whether it's hate speech or just hurt my feelings speech. And if they don't want to be mods after that, if they say, well, I can't get along with that, I can't go with that way of thinking, I'm not even going to hold them, like I'm not going to look down on them or anything. I'll understand and say, okay, great. Thank you for telling me in advance so I didn't put you in a weird situation. Now, if you think out there, I'm talking to you now, if you spend a lot of time on Discord and you think that you would be an appropriate mod, somebody that I'm actually looking for, reach out to me, okay? Whether it's through Discord, whether it's, we'll eventually have I'll probably bring it up in a live stream and we'll have a little meeting afterwards where I talk to everybody and we start bringing mods in. Like I said, about 5 mods per 100 people. We're going to start out with probably 10 mods and then 5 per 100 after that. So Let's see. I think that's where I want to end the stream tonight. I think we had a couple more super chats come in. Yeah, Bella Charge. You don't have a thigh, just more of a twig. It's called a chicken leg. Just get it right. And then we have Diabetic War Slug, $15 here for the vet to do a nail clip. They are usually very reasonably priced. Yeah, I've clipped her nails already a couple times. I went out and bought a clipper. I've just got to learn to do it right. But I'll take her to the vet just because of the donation. I'll take her to the vet and get her nails clipped. Gary IOW for £2. Will you be sending invites by private message? Yes, private message, and for the members, you'll see it in a members only YouTube post, and then it'll be set up so that even if a non-member happens to get the link and joins, they won't be able to access the server until we're ready for that. The server will open up around January 1st, and then it'll open up for everybody, I'm assuming, by the 21st of January, somewhere between the 21st of January and the 1st of February. But between the 1st and 21st, I'll be adding the mods, and I'll be adding all the channel members and patrons. And I think that's where I'm going to end it. You guys, y'all have a great night. I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Great show. Great show, not just because of me, but because of you. I'm Team... Oh, hold on. Let me put her down for this because I don't want to freak her out when I do my outro. I love you, mama. I had a great time tonight, guys. I had a great fucking time. In fact, I'm going to exit this by doing my outro and playing Conspiracy Cats one more time. So I don't have an outro fail. As much as you guys want to see one. Thank you everybody for coming out. I had a great show. It was amazing to see everybody in the chat. I think we had like 500 people here watching at one time, which is awesome. Shout out to Orphan Blue. Orphan Blue's qualities. Shout out to both of those things. Shout out to Professor Funbags and Orphan Red, and really Orphan Red. If you want to ever come on and have a conversation with me, you're welcome to. I'll bring you on. We'll have a great time. We can have a conversation about quantum mechanics, about how you're wrong about quantum mechanics, and we can just discuss things. We can discuss things, and you can defend yourself in your decision to make your OnlyFans account. Again, I don't think that you're hustling anybody, because nowhere do you ever say or promise that there'll be lewd pictures or anything like that. So I'm not going to be the person that says you're scamming people or you're taking their money. It's a free market. If you want to go donate $11, go listen to her read stories that she could read on YouTube for free, by all means, go ahead and do it. My suggestion is don't. I watched Orphan Red's videos and her OnlyFans so that you don't have to. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.